We're here today to talk about some of the equipment that we use in your home when there's a water damage. This first one here, the big guy, is a refrigerant dehumidifier. This is a 500 CFM air scrubber or air filtration device. And then
over here we have two air movers. One that's mostly for your structure, your drywall, and your floors. This one comes with a clamp. It's going to go on your carpet to dry any carpet and pad that may need to be dried.
So as you can tell, we've got specialty equipment for any type of water event to make sure that the material or the structure is being dried most effectively.
Exactly. So when it comes to the drying process, you set air movers, immediately that's going to create evaporation. You want to catch all that evaporation and all that humidity in the room, and it needs to go somewhere else. That's what our dehu is for. All the humidity is going to come through the filters. It's going to get condensed down onto some cooling coils and then heated back up. So humidity freezes to the coils, drains down to a pan, and gets expelled out the drain line.
Yep, and so that's how we remove a bunch of the excess humidity from the air, get it out of the structure, and turned into, liquid, drain out.
Now with that comes the heating element. That heater's blowing hot, dry air back into your environment, ready to dry more materials. With that, we sometimes don't know our category of water when we're walking into a water damage. If you don't know the category, you can only set a dehumidifier and an air filtration device. All this is going to do is clean the air for you until you've identified the source and deemed it safe to set air movement.
Yeah, because we do not want to be blowing around unknown or potentially hazardous materials with an air mover until we are able to classify and know what's in the air we're working with.
Right. So I've seen a lot of other companies around our town. Some plumbers will cut into drywall. Our standard is you have to have drywall tested for asbestos. We're not in the industry of moving asbestos around the house. So the first thing we do is if we see a drywall cut, we're only going to set an air scrubber if that is even safe. We get a hygienist out, we classify and make sure that house is even going to be safe for any type of air.
Yeah, and then also making sure along with this is we're creating chambers and containments to make sure that it's limited impacts as well as aiding our drying environment by reducing the amount of air and materials that we are drying and removing liquid.
Exactly. So here at SERVPRO, we like to make it like you never even have it.